What up, YouTube? Today we got another narrated role to look at. This is from a few weeks back, a role with me and Marcos, but I thought I should finish up the backlog before posting new videos. Let's take a look. Role starts with me on my feet, and immediately notice Marcos gets this unbreakable collar grip. Okay, I think I mentioned it before. This guy's grip strength is ridiculous, and with two hands, I don't even have a hope of breaking his one-handed grip. Maybe if I use my knee, or two knees, if I jumped on his grip, I could possibly break it at the expense of sacrificing my entire posture. Marcos notices I'm just trying to break grips and not really trying to take him down or threaten anything, so he sits to guard, and I step through here. But notice how he counters by hugging the leg and coming up on his knees. Look how he turns immediately to his knees and he comes up for the single. And also notice how my hand on his tricep armpit here, it's not doing much to control his posture. So one more time, notice how I break the grips, think about stepping through, and this grip is not doing anything for me. You'll see later on when I'm in a similar position to him, he puts this grip behind my collar. And with the collar grip, he can use a lot of pressure on my upper back to shove me down. Notice how this armpit grip's not doing anything to control his posture. He stands up, pulls this high, and with the collar grip, he's pulling my head down, so I sink into the ground. Notice how he has that arm hooked. If he wanted, he'd have a quick armbar right here. So instead, he kind of postures up to see what I'm doing. And you notice all I have is this weak, deep De La Riva and ankle grip. I have no strong upper body connections here. So I try to use this ankle grip as a sweep by pulling this and kicking this. Doesn't really get any reaction other than a backstep out of him, and he immediately comes back and picks up this collar grip. Super annoying. Like I said earlier, this collar grip is stopping me from coming up on the single. And also my knees are pointed in the wrong way. I'd have to have my legs pointed back this way to come up for the single there. If my legs are pointed this way, my only options are to take him backwards, and you'll see what I try to do here. Legs pointed back, try to use my head under his knee to try to go for a low single, headbutting his leg, sending him back this way. It doesn't really work. Look how I'm reaching for the far leg to try to control, but this post on my upper back is killing my posture. I can't come up at all. I can't even drive into him because of this hand right here. So I get him to step a few times, try to grab that far leg. It's not really doing anything, but you can look how I'm using my knees to drive into his leg despite his grips on me. I don't really get anything out of it, so he turns out his leg the other way, and look how he tries to slip his leg out, but I have a deep grip. He slips the leg, I still have it hooked, so he uses his other foot to push down on the forearm to slip it out. This time it works, and I lose my grip. He lets me out, very nice of him, and this time I think I'm the one sitting to guard. Yeah. Go for this ankle grip, go for this tripod, and immediately look how he's stepping out. So pay attention to which foot he's using to base on as he defends my tripod sweep. So I grab the ankle, hook behind, I'm pushing, and he slips this leg out. Because if you look, all I have is that cup grip on his ankle. That cup grip right here doesn't stop him from pulling his leg up and out. I would have to get some sort of a hem grip, pants grip, to stop him from doing this move. So there he goes. He bounces on his left, slips out his right leg. He's immediately back in. Look how he immediately goes back to hands on my upper back, not letting me come up. This time I got to head outside, trying to come up for the single. It's not working. Look how immediately he's slipping his foot on the outside of my foot, so I can't pinch it in between my legs. He picks up my other knee that's just dangling there. He immediately sits down to a quick guard pass. I was pretty unaware of this when it happened. Let's look at it one more time. I'm on the single here. He sees this knee not really doing anything. He picks it up and dumps me over on the other side.
Nice.
I'm trying to hook his near leg, so again he's scooting his hips back, as you've seen in a couple of other videos, and he's thinking about stepping over. I'm keeping my knees wide to catch his leg because I feel that he's trying to step over, which is fine. He just circles around to north-south, and look how he's controlling this arm already in a like a lateral armbar grip. I feel this danger, and he immediately, look how he's trying to throw his leg over. I feel this danger, keep my head close, and try to come up to my knees and face into him. If I stay on my back, I'm done. I think I'm done regardless. Look at how he grabbed that grip one more time. As he scoots into north-south, I'm reaching for this underhook here. I think that's a big mistake, big no-no. Look how he has this, not even a grip, he's just framing on my hip here. And he turns this underhook into an armbar. Look how he scoops the leg, but my arm is still committed. So as he circles, all he does is wrap around right here. I'm pretty done at this point. He's got my hand trapped in his armpit. He leans back. He doesn't even step over with his lower leg. Just has the knee up. This knee right here is framing and not letting me turn the corner. If I jump over this leg right here, if I get around this leg, I can get my arm free. But this knee, keeping me pinched. And also this top foot pressure on my shoulder. I kind of spin out into a armbar. Omoplata. But look how I keep this arm turned to try to deny that armbar as long as I can. I think if he really wanted to, he'd definitely have a finish here. He could use two hands to peel this hand out. But I'm hugging his knee at this point to try to deny that armbar as long as I can. Look how he triangles to add even more pressure onto this shoulder of mine. Immediately he goes to omoplata. He's picking up this pants grip to stop me from rolling, right? The best omoplata escape is to either step over the head here or to roll through on my inside shoulder. And with this one grip, he's denying both of those. I use my outside leg to try to break his grip here. It's not really working, and I kind of give up my posture as a result. Look how I fall onto my side here. But I guess on my side is better than on my stomach flat. I'm thinking of coming out this side, but at this point I'm still in danger of the armbar. My elbow's like still right between his legs. This guy's not doing much. Come up back to my knees again. And you notice that Marcos is just trying to control me at this point. He's not going for the omoplata finish. If he was going for the finish, he would get his back flat, he would extend his legs this way, and he would get my posture really low. He'd get me flat to the ground, then sit up for the finish. Instead, I'm posturing up. I think he's trying to see what I'm going to do. Oh, that would have been a scary one. See if you guys caught that. I posture up, and he opens his legs to try to give me a bait. He knows that, or he can see that I'm reaching with this hand, trying to control this leg and fold it over that way. But as I'm reaching, notice how he's reaching as well. That would be a quick shotgun armbar if I gave him my elbow. I immediately pull that arm back and get this arm out as well. At this point, I should be thinking about circling. Look how I bring my knee over his bottom knee and look to try to pin it on the mat. He's framing and not letting me get this knee down to the mat. Because he's framing, I don't have pressure on his leg, so he brings this leg back in to frame on my hip. Immediately he picks up this cross sleeve control again. I'm stuck once again in this guy's guard. So I try to use my free leg to pin his outside leg, try to circle the other way. At this point I'm trying to collapse his knees again, as you've seen. But with this cross post, he's not letting me circle at all. Super annoying. Even though my outside arm is free to try to hug his legs, this cross grip is killing most of my pass attempts. Just with one grip. And once again, he enters the omoplata. Let's look at how he picked that up again. I think it's off that cross grip. Yep, he underhooks this leg and he gets his top leg heavy over my shoulder. Look how the underhook lets him turn and shoot that leg over my shoulder. He triangles and I'm on my knees, but there's one difference this time. He's hugging this leg. He doesn't have the pants grip. He's hugging it. This leg connection is way more tight, and look how he's gripping my arm around the leg. He's got that 2-on-1, and he's got that leg control. So he can go for leg attacks if he really wanted to. But with this arm triangle, I'm pretty stuck. Trying to come out the back door. I think he's thinking about a knee bar. Nope. He just back rolls. So on that omoplata, as soon as let's look at that one more time. So right here, look how I'm trying to drop my left shoulder to the ground so that he can't flatten me out. So as I sit over to my left, he turns it into a sweep by simply back rolling, and he's going to come up on the top on this side. Yep. So I think out of all the bad things that could happen in omoplata, giving up the sweep's probably the least bad option. Well, aside from escaping, but it's probably not going to happen. So right now he has this arm controlled. Notice how he has it in between his legs, and he has his legs pinched tight. With this arm in between his legs, I'm trying to sit up to this bottom knee. It's not happening because this shoulder is controlled by him. So if I can't get the shoulder down, I can't get up to my knee. He has a quick armbar if he swings both his legs around at this point. Look how I'm hugging this leg and trying to come up, but that other arm being controlled means I can't. Yep, it goes right for this armbar. So he pauses for a sec to try to see my reaction. And right as I stop defending is when he goes for the armbar. So look how I'm hugging. I let go for a sec. He notices I have no frame with this hand, no useful frame. I'm not doing anything by framing that arm. So he can swing his legs over. And with his legs already across my body, I think the armbar is coming soon. I'm trying to sit up on this bottom knee to get more space to pull my elbow out. Look how my elbow is like right here. It's not in between his legs just yet, but his grips are super tight. That would have been a lasso entry for him if he picked up the sleeve with his left hand. Right here. But notice how he bails on the lasso entry to give me some more space to move. So yeah, notice how he lets go. He lets go in frames. He wants to see how I'm passing. If he wanted to hold me on lasso, I'd be stuck there for 5 minutes. Or until the end of time. Nice. Another quick scissor sweep. One of his signature moves. Look how I'm on my knees. He has this lasso. He gives up on the lasso. And he kicks. That cross grip is killer. He has the same side. He feeds it to his cross side. And notice how he's on his side at this point. That should be big danger signs for anyone paying attention. At this point, he's going to use his bottom leg to kick as he pulls this arm in. I have no post on this side of my body. Comes straight up to mount. As he comes up, he's hooking my arm with his leg. Look how he sweeps. And I'm hugging this leg to try to stop him from advancing. But instead, he pushes my head down and turns it into like a north-south position with the arm controlled. I try to come up to my knees, but again, as you've seen before, with this elbow being controlled, if I can't get the elbow down to the mat, there's no way I can come up to my knees. The upper body's just so pinned. I think he's looking to do that same armbar as before. Nope, he gives up on it because he notices I'm staying on my side here. And instead he goes for this underhook. With this underhook, he can spin and go for the far side armbar. I notice this as he's putting pressure into me, so I'll try to stay on my side. Nope, I go up to my knees. I don't want to stay on my side. At this point he has no grips. He's just using his knee into my arm that's hugging his leg from behind. Try to duck out my head to the side. Picks up a headlock to stop me from clearing my head. And again, I'm stuck on bottom. Try to think about this sit through, but I fail to control this elbow, right? If I'm going for the sit through, I'm going to bring my right knee out this way and duck my head out that way. But this headlock is totally pinning my head, right? I've got this like forearm grip. It's not doing much for me. I think he's going for like a turnover or arm and guillotine finish, something like that. Yeah, he's got that super tight grip. Yeah, some sort of arm and guillotine. I build up to my knees somehow. And when you see his posture low like this, like hips glued to the mat, hugging my head, it's a telltale sign that he's trying to go for a finish, or he's just applying so much pressure to stop me from getting up. I don't really react, so he builds back up to his knees, where he has more mobility. And I think he's trying to use this headlock to turn me over. Can't really tell because the cameraman's not going to the other side. I fall back to my back. And at this point, notice how I have no frames in. Both my arms are stuck under his chest. This is pretty bad. I have nothing pushing on this side. I have nothing pushing on this side. But he doesn't have a crossface or anything yet. He just has that heavy chest pressure, not letting me roll to my side. Finally get my arms out, build up to turtle, and already he's behind me again. He's attacking turtle. I build up to a knee. And he lets me come back out. Notice how when I shoot, he's already framing. He's immediately framing, either with the collar or behind the head. Those posts are not letting me close distance on him. I'm reaching for his legs, and he's just using those posts to shove me to the side, redirecting the energy. He goes for this trip. I don't even think I crossed my legs there. It's just the trip combined with the upper body controls are too strong. So notice how my legs are not crossed. He's just able to off balance with 1, 2, 3 posts. He raises this sleeve grip and he pulls this collar grip down as he's pushing my leg out this way. I fall into seated guard and hug his leg, but he's already too heavy, and notice how his hips are again on my upper chest, not letting me come up to my side at all. And again, we're in this position where he has my arm triangled from a like reverse side control. I'm thinking about back rolling. I don't know if it's doing anything for me here. It's not. I try to turn into him with this underhook, and immediately he's using it as a headlock control to try to, I think, go for the tap. Yeah, this is an arm and guillotine. All right, guys. Hope you like the roll. The audio should be as good as previous. I decided I'm probably not going to re-record all the earlier rolls because it sounds like a pain in the ass. But the audio should be good from now on. Give me some comments if you have anything to say, and thanks for watching.